ready, MP. Crowd looks hype tonight. You better come with it.
What's up, MP?
MP, you're about to go off.
Starting at small forward, 6 feet, 7 inches.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Rain Man is out there with Kemp, and it's Turner in at the 5. Rain Man with the buckets.
And very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Rollins. Now Fox. Shot clock at 6. Here's Braddock. No good on the triple. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Chicago's head coach. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's gonna pick your poison with him. If guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Pacers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Here's Rain Man. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Halliburton passes to Rain Man. Fires from deep. And Tyrese Halliburton gets the 3. Halliburton's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pacers. There's a screen. Here's Fox. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Here's Rain Man. Indiana moving the ball around. It's Nembhard on the wing, covered by Rollins. To the inside. Rain Man passes to Nembhard. Off target from outside. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Thunder. Pass to Braddock. Buzelis with the ball. Tipped away. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Rain Man, and they're pushing it up. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Rain Man's got 5.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Braddock. Releases. Misses the baby hook. Indiana leading by 4. To the paint. And slam dunk by Kemp.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Rollins. And again, Chicago. No good. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Offensive rebound, Kemp. No good with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Fox. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Heard you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Here's Rain Man. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Fox with it. Halliburton picks him up. Fox against Halliburton. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Fox. He's got 6, just 3 to shoot. Here's Buzelis.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And the Bulls with another miss. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. From downtown, It's hauled in by the Bulls. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Fox. Here's the screen. There's the triple. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
Pass to Rain Man. Halliburton outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Halliburton's got his third basket of the night. Bulls trail by 6. Now Fox. He's got 9. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Whoops, they pick off the pass. 3-pointer. The shot by Rollins, no good. Indiana leading by 6. Halliburton outside. Pass to Rain Man. Doubled by Fox. Hardaway finds Joe. Off target with his 3. Outside, Fox. Here's Braddock. Here's Buzelis. 9-point game his last outing. 2 on the clock. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here he goes. And it's Rain Man missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 4. Joe passes to Rain Man. Banked in off the glass. 7 points for Rain Man. The Bulls shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Fox. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Here's Rain Man. 7 points in the game. And a wide open look for Halliburton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls trail by 4. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Rain Man. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He scored 21 points, and he dominated the glass all night, ripping down 20 boards. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Pass to Rain Man. And he gets the bucket. And 11 points for Rain Man. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Driving in. Halliburton outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Braddock the pass to Fox. Here's Rollins. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Missed inside. Rollins against Halliburton. With 2 seconds left. Good on the jump shot. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook that, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
You've got Nick Richards, and it's Leonard in at the 4 slot, so that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Nembhard the pass to Raymond. Braddock pulls it in. Bulls trail by 7. Clock at 6. It's up a 3, and it's denied. Outside, Jones. There's a good screen. Off target from three-point range. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Braddock for the 3. Rebound by Rainman.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Got that one up quick, and the Pacers lead by 9. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Sims. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fires for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Rainman. He's got 11. Back to Turner. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Pass to Turner. A 3-ball. Chicago grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Wong. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And Indiana making a change here. Kemp's checked in. Here's Wong. Outside Leonard. Pass to Sims. Shoots a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Rainman passes to Jones. The screen from Kemp. Here's Nembhard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Substitution for the Bulls. Rollins.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Leonard.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it out.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-5 run. To the right side. Wong nailed from three-point land. Wong's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. A look at the Wizards. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And check it out, Indiana. They were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Rollins. And it's Rain Man missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Outside Kemp, knocks it loose.
Bulls foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Bulls.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 1. Rain Man passes to Kemp. Here's Rain Man. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing. Chicago's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Hardaway's checked in for the Pacers. Isaiah Joe comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
A pass to Fox. Here's Rollins. Covered by Joe. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Fox against Jones. Here's the 3. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Rain Man passes to Jones. Indiana moving it around. Here's Joe. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
For 3.
Joe's got 6 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Hardaway. Pacers trail by 3. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
For Chicago, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Fox against Halliburton. From the line, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
We've seen Fox take over games before, only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Joe passes to Raymond. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
And Greg, for Buzelis, basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Well, ordinarily their whole offense runs through Trae Young, so a tough adjustment without him in the lineup.
More opportunities to go around. Man, I think it's going to have to be a good team effort, Jack.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Well, Ernie, they had a ton of fouls. Jeez.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send...
Well, we've got a second. For the Pacers. Bulls leading by 18. On the court right now for the Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Miles Turner out there with Rain Man. And it's Kemp in at the 3 spot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And I'll give this to Halliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's a key foul. That's his 5th. He's got to be smart the rest of the way.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Braddock. Takes the 3.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside, Fox. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Halliburton. Outside, Kemp. Halliburton outside. Here's Rain Man. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Rollins. Pass to Braddock. Down low. It's rebounded by Indiana. Rain Man's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Pacers trail by 17. To the middle. Another steal. They break it out 5 on 3. Buzelis with the ball. Guarded by Kemp. Pass to Braddock. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Rain Man's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Over in the corner, Kemp. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Inside, Fox with the steal. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Why would you ever leave Nike? They're the GOAT.